Former President Donald Trump spoke out during closing arguments at his civil fraud trial today.
At stake is potentially hundreds of millions of dollars in penalties and the Trump Organization's ability to do business in New York. Bradley Blackburn reports from outside the courthouse in Manhattan.
With closing arguments underway in his New York civil fraud case Thursday, former President Donald Trump made his case directly to the public.
This is a political witch hunt, the likes of which nobody's ever seen before.
Inside the courtroom, Trump, who had wanted to give a closing argument himself, spoke briefly, calling the proceedings, quote, a fraud on me, before the judge cut him off.
Now we'll see if we're going to get an honest verdict. We didn't have a jury. We had no rights to a jury.
New York Attorney General Letitia James brought the case, accusing Trump and his company of financial fraud by inflating the values of its real estate properties in order to get better loans. The state is seeking $370 million in penalties. The case could end up barring Trump from doing business in New York.
The state's argument is very clear here, which is we have put on plenty of proof that the former president inflated his assets by a huge amount in order to enrich himself and his family.
Before the trial started, the judge had already ruled that Trump engaged in fraud. The big issue that remains for him to decide now is what, if any, damages to award.
I'm not sure you can show a high level of damages or ill-gotten gains from this transaction.
Trump disregarded limits imposed by the judge during his comments in the courtroom. He used them to maintain he did nothing wrong.
We're a very innocent company. We did everything right.
The hearing came hours after Judge Arthur Engoron's home received a bomb threat. He is expected to issue his ruling by the end of the month. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.